Welcome back to the CES News. So, Sammy, what are some of the employment issues that the United Kingdom encounters?
Okay, the unemployment rate in the United Kingdom was last reported to be at 8.2% in January to March 2012. If we take a look in 1971 to 2012, the United Kingdom rate averaged around 7.2%. It reached the highest of 12.0% in February 1984 and the lowest of 3.4% in November of 1973. Here we can see the unemployment rate from January 2nd to January 12th. We can see that the unemployment rate was very steady until January 8th. The employment rate raised almost instantly.
So what's happening with the employment as we speak?
It has been recorded that 1/3 of unemployed Britons have been out of work for 12 months or more. Long-term unemployment is at a 16-year high and will be reaching 883,000 in the 3 months to February, while more than 1 in 5 young people are without jobs. It was also reported by the International Labour Organization that the large long-term unemployment rate could result in huge economic and social costs. It's said by reporter Raymond Torres that when people are out of work for more than a year, they start to become demoralized, lose self-esteem, and drop out of the labor market. It can also lead to some point of anger. There was also a survey taken from more than 1,000 employers in private, public, and voluntary organizations. And it was surveyed by the YouGov between February 28th to March 26th. It was showed that Britain's economy had unexpectedly slipped into its second recession since the financial crisis began. The Chartered Institute of Personal and Development Net Employment Valence measured the difference between the shares of employers that intend to increase their workforce and those that plan to reduce it in the second quarter. Almost 2/3 of employers plan on hiring more people between April and June this year, particularly in the voluntary sector and in the private sector, in finance, insurance, and real estate. Here is a table to show the unemployment rate and percentage change in the United Kingdom. As you can see, unemployment rate has dropped a lot, but it has started rising a bit in 2009 to 2012.
So what causes employment rate to change?
Well, by looking at this graph, candidates should understand both demand side and the supply side of the causes of unemployment. They should be able to assess the impact of policies designed to increase the flexibility of the labor market. The British economy has enjoyed more than a decade of falling unemployment, which has left it with one of the lowest recorded unemployment rates among the leading OECD nations. Employment is currently at a record high, and in some regions of the country, a situation of effective full employment has been achieved. Some factors causing the reduction of unemployment on the demand side are sustained growth of real national output, rising levels of public sector employment, employment creation from inward investment, and the strong growth of employment in business and financial services. And if we take a look at the supply side, some factors that would cause the reduction are New Deals, long-term investment in education, and training and tax and benefit reforms. If we take a look at this chart, we can see the flow chart of how the whole employment cycle works.
Thank you very much for 3 of you to come here today to talk about the economic trends of the United Kingdom. We'll be right back after this weather break. Hello and welcome back to the CNN News. So after talking with 3 experts about our economic trends in the United Kingdom, I'd like to discuss about the overview about the economy. The United Kingdom, a leading role in Europe's economy, has several areas of strengths and weaknesses. It currently claims the 3rd largest economy in Europe. Job opportunities are increasing, as seen from the declining unemployment, while employment is still rising at a steady pace. Areas of strength also include a strong performance in the financial and creative services, while there's a stoppage in the declination of the manufacturing sector. Generally, the CPI is within target range, despite inflationary pressures from previous years. Opportunities for entrepreneurs, firms, and companies are increasing due to low corporate taxes and favorable conditions for businesses to generate funds. Despite the United Kingdom's strong economy, there are also weaknesses that can become a threat to the country. Weak areas for the UK economy include a high rate of inflation and serious inflationary problems that impact the real growth rate. The housing market is also a weakness, as it is on the brink of collapsing. There are also many signs of food and fuel shortages and increasing burden of taxation on people and businesses. The country should consider its credit crunch, a reduction in the availability of loans due to debts for UK banks and the government. In order for the United Kingdom to maintain its positive growth rate and healthy economy, it has to encounter its problems and weaknesses and maintain its strong areas. That's all for now. Thank you for listening to the CES News.
Audio Jungle.